Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to try to fix this mold. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and post notification bell to stay up to date. With that being said, let's get into it. Right, boys, been picking at this, getting all the release off. I'm going to grind this section down so it's flat, and I've got to fill in a couple of little spots like here. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. So grind them off, make sure that fits back in there, and see if we can get that bottom side done. I don't think I'll actually grind this edge down anymore because of the damage that occurred there. So we'll try to keep it as good as possible until it's all just in fiberglass and not fiberglass and gyprock and yeah, all that junk. Let's get grinding. Alrighty guys, so I'm just smoothing this edge down, which is this one here, so it's not as sharp. And these edges here, which is really hard for me to get to in that form. So being a negative, round it off a bit better. I'm just going to run the edges and taking the lip off it, and really hacked away at it there. So I'm going to put some of that aluminium tape on there. I'm going to fill it from this side, so it should be nice and flat on that side. So we're going to make sure this stands up like that. So I'm heading out tonight, so hopefully by the time I get back it'll be all set. I'll be able to lay it down flat and fill in these sections here. And once that's dry, we'll get rid of all this PVA release, because if I do that now, these sections will get wet, and we don't want wet fiberglass. I'm not going to worry about these little ones. I'm going to fill them with the wax, and hopefully they come out all right. But once they are all done, I'll hopefully get this back in nice and snug and tight, and then we can mold the other side of it, which doesn't look the best either, but that's okay. Alright, we've got the tape on there, so check it out from the other side. There we go. So sticky. Really don't want the sticky part on there, but yeah, gel coat will probably get rid of the sticky. So we'll get a decent amount on there. There's a bit of a lip on the top there, so yeah, hopefully it works. 100 grams in there. Might just have enough gel coat left over to finish the whole mold, Here we go. Get some hardener in there and mix it up, and might get a little bit of an angle. I'll just pour it on there. So make sure it runs down into those gaps. Alrighty, so I've got all the 100 on there. So it's got a bit of weight onto the tape. You might be able to see it moving a little bit. It's pretty strong tape, so should set in time. Should set by the time I get back tonight. So I'm going to the movies like 7 o'clock, so 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock I'll be back out here to check that and to flip it over to do the other parts. Alrighty boys, I'm back. About 10 o'clock now. Just got a couple of little air bubbles and that. I just pulled that out of there, so pretty good. I'm not going to take the tape off the other side until tomorrow. However, I'm going to get this sorted. So I'll do these two now. So I'm going to tape up there, and I'm going to tape up there. Alright guys, we are taped up there and here. It's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm not really going to be using much, but get some in there. I won't worry about them. Like I said before, fill them up with wax. And then tomorrow I'll pull this tape off. Hopefully it's hardened on that surface. And smooth this down a bit so we get a better surface for the other side. It's a bit rough. Might dab a little bit in there too. Other than that, it's okay. Alright, so I'm just going to use the lid off a spray can. Covered up the hole that's on the bottom of every lid. You can see there's a little hole. Let's cover it up so it won't leak out. And we'll zero that off. Oh, I might only use, I don't know, 10, 20 grams. Alright, 24 grams. So I'll get the hardener in there, stir it up, and yeah, fix this mold. Alright guys, so I've done that one, and I did decide to do a couple of more touch-ups. So here, and there. So I'm going to have to send that one down. That'll be a big hole in the piece. So I'll just send that down tomorrow. Yeah, we'll come back and hopefully it's turned out alright. Hopefully it's bonded to the other one okay. There wasn't any PVA release in between, so there's no reason why it shouldn't bond to it. Yeah. Smooth these bits off so that we don't have sharp edges. So here and here and here. Then hopefully we'll be ready to get that back in and get it done next episode hopefully. Alright guys, it's the next morning and it's a bit tacky. Alright, I'm going to leave that for a bit. Got another episode I need to make, so we'll come back to that. Alrighty guys, so it's been about 24 hours since I've done this. Let's see, I've got a water pump there. That was for the previous video I did. But let's see how this goes. It's a little bit tacky. Can you hear it? Alright, just peeled off that. It's actually not too bad. And obviously, I'm going to clean that up. This one come up alright. It's pretty thin there, that's why it's moving. But this one here, a bit tacky still. Really, this gel coat needs a bit of heat to it, and knowing that is produced by putting fiberglass over it, or on the back side of it, that fully cures it. So see how we go on this side. Still a little bit tacky. Now I could lay some fiberglass on that as well. That will help it set. They are pretty thick there, so that's good. So we'll get this one off now. Alrighty guys, didn't come up that bad really. Does need a little touch up still. See, we've got some fiberglass showing. We've got a bit of a gap there, so I'm just gonna have to brush some into that. But that's still, I'm not sure if it's from the glue or it's the gel coat, so I'm gonna let that air dry for another day. So yeah, I'll let that sit there, and you can probably see there. So I need to brush on some there and there, which is okay. That's fine. I'm not going to get any water onto this just yet, because we do still have exposed fiberglass. So yeah. I need to get the Forester going and out, so I've got to hook up the scavenger pump again. So I'll be using this line here, the original one that was on it. Comes out on a 45. And hopefully I can get it to where the scavenger pump is now. Yeah. Alrighty boys, been staring at this for a while. This one obviously won't fit because that goes from the sump up to that location. There's no way that it could reach there. So I think I might have to use this catch can and this line here. So that'll go into the back there and down to the sump. It's going to be a bit long, but then this one here comes out of the top. We'll loop around and into the scavenger pump, and I'm just going to use that just to move it outside. And once we get the metal and everything to do the cans, then I'll rip that all out again. Alright guys, got it all hooked up. It's pretty messy, looks like spaghetti. So this is to the sump, and that one is from the pump. So from the pump, it's going to pump up into here. Look, start it up and get it out. Might not even have enough in there to come out this hole. Anyway, I'm going to put some more oil in it. So we've got all the breathers here, just hanging around. Yeah, put another 1.5 litres in, and that should be enough to get me to the other side of the garage. Alright guys, I've got the oil in. Did spill a little bit, so we'll start her up in the morning and get her out, and continue on with filling in these. They are a bit sticky. I might see if I can wipe that off with some Prep-Sol, some prep wash, and then I'll get a little bit on there. Right, poured out 22 grams, which was way too much for those little bits. Alrighty, cleaned up the surface as much as I can. So I got the PVA release off, and I'm just going to mix up the hardener from that, for that should I say, and just brush it on. Nice little level coat. I'll try to keep that Nice and level. Alright, there we go. Put the gel coat on there. I really should be using flow coat for this. The flow coat is made to air dry, whereas the gel coat is made to be under fiberglass resin, carbon fiber, whatever. But yeah, so there we go. Should be okay. Hopefully the piece that we get out of this is pretty good and can make an actual mold of the piece that I'm making from this one. So I've used all my brushes and I've nearly used all my gel coat. So now let's get some more supplies, but I might be able to make the other side of the mold. So we'll see throughout the week, hopefully. I do have to do the golf tomorrow, probably the next day. So this is going to get pushed back a bit. So hopefully it will give it enough time to dry. Alrighty guys, it's the next morning, so I'm about to start up the FOS for the first time in a long time actually. So I'll just clean up the engine bay. Don't grab that. And just move her out to the fence line. So when I get back from Marley's swimming lessons, I'll bring the golf in. So by the time I get to work on it, it's cooled down. Good bit of cleaning up to do. That was actually from the pan. We've got a small crack in it. Sitting under there for a couple of weeks. It's just leaked. She's moved. Look at that spaghetti. Alright, let's look at this. It's tacky. I'll leave that. Leave it until next week. So, if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and post notification bell, and I'll catch you next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.